Welcome back, dear viewers, and our first guest of the evening is Dr. Jamal Al-Saeedi, founder of Bridges Cultural Salon. Dr. Jamal, it's really a pleasure to have you with us on Hello Kuwait, and we really wish you a great evening to start with us.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you for hosting me and having me here.
Yeah, we really want to know, Dr. Jamal, more about the Bridge Culture Saloon. Will you please tell us more about it? It was really exciting to see the report about it.
Yes. Here we go back 10 years back. In 2012, a group of multidisciplinary intellectual people from different places, different nationality.
Great.
We gathered to we always gather to exchange cultural aspects. Talking about art, poetry, songs.
That's great.
So we thought that why don't we make these kind of salon in Kuwait? And Kuwait is used to have this kind of salon.
Definitely.
Since maybe 2 centuries back, and all over the region, actually all over the world. So the idea came out to make it Bridges in 2012 with a group of maybe 5, Bahrain, Lebanon, and Kuwait at that time. And now we have about 14 nationalities.
That's really great.
Yeah.
This connection between cultures, Dr. Jamal, is really important, especially when you put it in a cultural way and you call it the bridge of, let's say, the bridge of culture. It encourages the connection and sharing of knowledge between different cultures and with, basically, let's say, with well-educated people, which is more accurate and more beneficial to everyone.
True.
Yeah.
In learning cultures, I taught myself to observe but never to judge.
Definitely.
And we always judge at the first sight, as that's a human instinct.
Definitely.
The first impression.
Exactly.
Or and when you learn more about cultures, you see that many people, they have their own traditions, their own songs, their own way of greeting people,
Exactly.
their own way of talking. And we try to get together and do this together. Just an incident we have in 2014. John Matthews, Professor John Matthews, he is from India, a professor in linguistics. He told me, Jamal, I want to bring a group of people who play the authentic Indian, songs.
That's great.
And we always think about that. We have only one type of songs here in Kuwait, in India. And we managed to know that there are more than 15 to 20
That's great.
types of songs rather than in languages.
Yeah.
And it was wonderful between Dr. Hussein Awad in Kuwait, who he is in the College of Basic Education, and between John Matthews, we make this merge, beautiful merge, back then 2014, between the songs of Kuwait, the connection between Kuwait, the other countries surrounding it, and then we make the switch to India. It was
That's great.
divine. Yeah.
That's really amazing. And we are also, since you mentioned this knowledge and the cultures, everyone's getting explore the culture when they go to your saloon and the Bridge of Culture Saloon. Let's know more, please. Will you tell us more, please,
Sure,
Dr. Jamal, about the seminars you give at the saloon?
We rather call them meetings to avoid formalities.
Exactly.
We always tell people, keep all the borders or the barriers we used to have outside at the door, and please, you are welcome. The barriers of talking about politics, we never talk about it.
Definitely.
The barriers of talking about different religion, we never talk about it. The barriers of talking about ethnicity, we never talk about it. Geographic barriers, we enter as humans, and that is the beauty of it. And we all have these kind of meetings, our gatherings actually, differently. Between one time we make it about the Arabic coffee, and then we switch to, for example, the anniversary of Kuwait liberation, and we only talked about the part of the woman in the liberation of Kuwait, Wafa al-Amr, Wafuya. And we have the video from the great friend of mine, Mr. Jassim Al-Gharib. He has a great video footage about Wafa al-Amr. and we have شاعر poet, and he has his own lyrics about the same occasion.
That's right.
So we have this diversity within these lines of avoiding talking about politics, religion, and geographic barriers.
Well, definitely, that's really a great information you just shared with us, Dr. Jamal. And we'll know more about the saloon and you as the founder of the saloon after this break, Doctor. So, dear viewers, we will take a break and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, stay tuned. Welcome back, dear viewers, and we are back with our guest, Dr. Jamal Al-Saeedi, the founder of Bridges Cultural Salon. Dr. Jamal, welcome back, and we are really excited to continue the subject of the Cultural Salon, Bridges Cultural Salon, with you. So we would like to know more about the participants in your events, the events of the Salon.
I will start with the last event and go back a little bit, in time. For example, yesterday in our event we have the Dean of the College of Basic Education, as well
That's
as we
great.
have a master healer in parallel medicine. At the same time, we have somebody who is an artist, and we have our friends from expats who are from different disciplines, different backgrounds, from India, from Canada, we have from as well Philippines, but in and out.
That's great.
So they are coming from different background, different educational level, mainly, sorry for the expression, for the thirst of gathering and to exchange cultural aspects in terms of art, humanities, talking about literature, poetry, and most of the time also we talk about love, which is the main thing that gets us together.
Exactly. Yeah. So, Doctor, you mentioned different backgrounds, different nationalities, different cultures, different hobbies. Okay. So, when you see the participants in these events, what do they learn from events like that?
It's a matter of exchanging rather than learning. It's not a learning environment rather than exchanging ideologies and exchanging information. One time المستشار, the consultant سامي الشرف, الفتوى والتشريع, I don't know how to say it in English. I don't know. Imagine he is a legal consultant, and the talk was about poetry in terms of love and passion and the love of Kuwait as a country. Amazing. To have this part of Mr. Sami in this confined place, and he couldn't manage to do it, and he brought his son, who is an oud player.
That's great.
It was amazing. And another time we have we're talking about as I told you about the coffee, Arabic coffee, and until that point of time I didn't know that Arabic coffee are many types.
Exactly.
And then also we have talked about the الإعلام or information by Dr. Hadran Al-Jaber.
That's great.
We missed him actually. He's now in outside Kuwait, and he gave us like a nice lecture about how to deliver the information, how to manage to avoid the stress in the front of the audience. And it was interesting to know that by pressing in your big toe, against the floor, you make the stress disappear. And we tried it. And also in
With the victim. I'm trying it now, by the way,
yes,
while I'm sitting.
It always worked actually. And also in Adra Al-Aidan, one of the co-founders, she always talk about pranic healing, theta healing, you know, these kind of healing processes. And the list can go on and on. Actually.
Definitely. First, let's say good evening to all the names you just mentioned who attend the saloon. And
amazing people.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jamal, for explaining to us the activities you always provide the participants in and the exchange of culture and information. We would like to have one last word from you, and also we're curious to know about your future plans.
Sure. Yesterday we did a nice meeting about change, and we managed to know that change is the only constant thing in life. It might sound paradox, but that's the truth.
That's really great.
We always, since after the Corona era, we are back to have our live activities.
Definitely.
Our next activity will be in December in the Kuwait National Library by Ms. Iman Al-Bazzaz.
That's great.
And she will give us a talk about her story in love and happiness.
That's great.
And it's going to be on the 18th of December. And we'll have it in our Instagram account, which is bridges.cultural.salon. And we welcome everybody from every nationality, from anywhere in the world, to join us and exchange any information with us.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Jamal, for being tonight here with us on Hala Kuwait. And we wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors and the best of luck for the Bridges Cultural Salon. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you, Mohammed.
Thank you. The viewers, we just had was Dr. Jamal Al-Saeedi, founder of Bridges Cultural Salon. Now we will go to our second report of the evening. It's about qualifying workshop festival